Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about how to derive equations of motion of a uniformly accelerated body by using graphical representation. That is graphical method. First equation of motion. So here I am going to consider a body moving along a straight line with uniform acceleration. Let its initial velocity be u and final velocity be v. In a time interval of t seconds, it traveled a certain distance. Let it be x. Now if you see the graph, it is a linear graph. So always a linear graph for velocity time represent uniform acceleration. Moreover, it is present in the first quadrant, so it is positive acceleration. Now, if you see, the body starts from certain position, it doesn't start from origin, and its initial velocity is u. So here OA and CD both are parallel to one another, so it represents initial velocity u, and OE represents the final velocity v. Now if you see, from point B, if you take the projection onto x-axis, that is at point C, and onto y-axis at point E, such that OE and BC are parallel to one another. So OE is nothing but V, that is the final velocity, so BC is also final velocity. Now draw a line from point A parallel to x-axis such that it meet the line BC at a point called D. Now OC and AD both are parallel to one another, and EB is also parallel. So OC equal to AD equal to EB, which is nothing but time. Now if you see, OE is V, OA is U. So what will be AE, which is nothing but BD. So BD equal to AE is nothing but V minus U. Now how can we derive the first equation of motion? So to derive the first equation of motion, either we can take the formula or we have to find the slope. That is nothing but acceleration equal to change in velocity by time taken. So always whenever you want to determine the acceleration from velocity time graph, you have to determine the slope from the given graph. So what is slope actually? Y coordinate by x coordinate represent slope. Here what is y coordinate? BD is the y coordinate, AD is the x coordinate. So A equal to BD by AD, which is nothing but AE by OC, because BD and AE are parallel, AD and OC are parallel to one another. So AE can be written as OE minus OA, which is nothing but V minus U by T. Rearrange them, V minus U equal to AT or V equal to U plus AT. This is the first equation of motion. So in order to derive the first equation of motion, we have to consider the slope. So slope always represents what? Acceleration. What is the formula for slope? Y coordinate by x coordinate. Second equation of motion. Again taking the same graph, in order to derive the second equation of motion, I am going to consider the area of trapezium. That is nothing but I want to find the distance or displacement traveled by the body. Now from velocity time graph, whenever you want to determine the distance or displacement, we have to find the area under the given curve. So if you see the area, the shaded portion, how the shape is looking like, it is a trapezium, which is divided into two parts with the line AD. Now this is a rectangle, that is OADC is a rectangle, and ABD is a triangle. OABC is a trapezium. So what is the formula of area of trapezium? The formula of area of trapezium is nothing but half into the sum of two parallel sides into separation between the two parallel sides. What are the two parallel sides here? OA is one parallel side, BC is another parallel side, and the separation between them is AD, which is nothing but OC. So x equal to half into OC into OA plus CB, where OA and CB are the two parallel sides and OC is the separation between the two parallel sides. Half into, what is OC actually? Time. So T into OA is nothing but U and CB is nothing but V. So half into T into U plus V. That is half into t into, from first equation of motion we can write v as u plus at. So half into 2ut plus at square, or x equal to ut plus half at square. This is your second equation of motion. So to derive the second equation of motion, we have to find the area under the curve. So area always represents what? Distance or displacement. Third equation of motion. Again I am taking the same velocity time graph, again the same shaded portion. So I want to take again the area under the curve, which is nothing but the area of trapezium OABC, which is x equal to half into OC into OA plus CB. So x equal to half into t into u plus v, which we already discussed in the second equation. Now if you rearrange, v plus u equal to 2x by t. This is equation 1. From first equation of motion, we have v minus u equal to at. This is equation 2. Now multiplying equation 1 with respect to equation 2. What is equation 1 on the left hand side? V plus u. And here v minus u. So a plus b into a minus b. Nothing but what? A square minus b square. Now 2ax into t by t. So t gets cancelled here. You are going to have the expression as v square minus u square equal to 2ax, which is your third equation of motion. So in this way, we are going to derive the three equations of motion by using graphical representation. 2 points you have to remember. What are the 2 points? Number 1, whenever you want to find acceleration from velocity time graph, what we have to determine? We have to determine the slope. Second, when you want to determine the distance or displacement traveled, you have to find the area under the given portion. Area under the given portion from velocity time graph.